Cool. Something just fell in here. I don't know what it was. Oh, God. This does kind of look darker. Cool. Got all these fucking text messages. Didn't have time. I know I'm live. If I could spell, it'd be great. Oh my God, I really can't spell. Jesus Christ. Oh, I hate the reflection of my glasses. It irritates me to my core. Showcase. Again, I can't spell. YouTube.com/showcase. Make sure all my spelling is actually right this time. Send that where it needs to go. Boom. I'm only going to give it like 4 minutes, and then I'm just going to go live and get this done so I can just relax for the rest of the day. Delicious. I also need to clean these. My God. Whew. I know there's nobody here yet, but like, in case anyone was wondering, it is 85 degrees outside right now, and I'm sweating to death. It is ungodly hot. And I can't get these off my glasses. Come on. I don't feel like putting a fan on, but once this is done, my AC will be back on, and it'll be all hunky-dory. So it does look pretty good. I look crazy. Do an episode, just no glasses, for fun. Just to see what happens, you know? I know that no one has probably noticed because it's hard to see, but it's a little bouquet over here. That was actually my bouquet that I had for my sister's wedding. It's fake flowers. But I was like, I don't know where to put it. So it's just going to go there and sit there. So why not? You know? So I did everything I needed to do. I believe. Saw that. There's that. It's done. if we should start doing this on Twitter too. Or that just be annoying to try and do. Because then I think I'd have to connect it, and I don't really want to. So, I also don't know how loud I am. I don't know anything. It's much harder when you're by yourself, you know? Fix that. I didn't even follow this person. Who are you? I think they are a streamer person. Okay, I'm just gonna say fuck it and do this. I need my pen. I have pens right here. What am I doing? Okay. If anyone joins, cool. If not, I don't fucking care anymore. Okay? Okay. Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, and everybody in between. Welcome to the She Lead Showcase, Solo Cicady Edition. I'm your host with most shaman of She Lead, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay. And as you can see, I am co-hostless this week. Savannah did give me a forewarning saying she has finals this week. Our baby girl graduates on Saturday, I believe, so she's busy. She's stressed. I was like, take the week off, it's fine. Yeah, so it's just me, which is fun. Sure, it'll be a short little episode. I'll get through everything super quick, so I won't take up too much of everybody's time. Everybody, of course, watching live, twitch.tv/SheLead where you can sub to the channel. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, and you can link that to Twitch, and you can use that to subscribe to your favorite peoples. Let us, Savannah's here in person, let me be your favorite persons, your peoples. Subscribe. Please, thanks. If you don't like Twitch, that's fine. YouTube.com/SheLead You get, the video versions, you get the VODs, you can see the pre-shows. We don't do post-shows anymore because we don't have time. But that's all there. And patreon.com/SheLead If you pay the monies, the $3 a month, you will see the newest thing on the Patreon for the month of May. Dropped literally yesterday, May 1st, May Day, if you will. It is my true crime podcast that I'm kind of doing, where I'm just deep diving into some true crime things, unsolved cases, and things of that nature. So if you don't like wrestling and you like crime stuff, patreon.com/SheLead you will see a bunch of content that is not wrestling. So go do that. And while you're doing things, SheLeadShowcase.com, get yourself some merch, support your girls. Buy a sticker, buy a shirt. You want hats? I'll put it on hats. Do what you gotta do, but just support us. I don't even care if you wear it or use it or whatever. Just buy it and support, It's that simple. But I'm just gonna go ahead and dive on in here to some news and rumors, which there's not a lot. The main thing being the draft. The draft happened this past week, both on Friday and Monday. So the way they did the draft is basically like everyone was up for grabs, but it was stupid to say the least. I don't like how they did the draft. Basically everyone stayed on their respective rosters. A few NXT call-ups. I have them all written down here. Technically, Carmelo Hayes, because he wasn't fully signed yet to SmackDown, which is where he went. Lyra Valkyria went to Raw. Very excited for her. Same thing with Ilya Dragunov. and Dijak. Shout out to Dijak for getting it. Hi, Matt. Yeah, it's just me. So it'll be a very quick episode today. Don't worry. So Ilya, Lyra, and Dijak all went to Raw, and SmackDown got Blair Davenport, which I don't know why you would waste a draft pick on Blair, but that's not my choice, but sure. And literally almost everyone else stayed on their respective rosters. Chelsea Green and Piper did go to SmackDown, which Adam Pearce was very happy about, even though, excuse me, so the rosters lock in on Monday, right? May 6th. Rosters lock. Yet, Chelsea Green is challenging for the NXT Women's Championship on Tuesday, May 7th. Michin has thrown her hat in the ring for the NXT North American Women's title in the Combine that's happening on Tuesday. Hi, JC. Actually, your co-host was supposed to be my co-host, but he forgot he had work. So that's why it's just me. I like the Cody Rhodes reference too. It's great. I'm not a royal podcast though. Y'all are in a palace. I'm just in my house. I think everyone else really did stay in the same spot. Now, like, I really look at this. Giovanni Vinci did go to SmackDown because he is not with Imperium anymore. They did officially kick his ass out. But what did everyone else think of the draft? I wasn't a fan. I want them to do it how they did in like 2005 with like the like on the screen, just like it just generates and it's just like random and we don't know. It's more entertaining that way. It's like this. I think that was the year that Cena got drafted from Raw to SmackDown and then back to Raw in the same episode. If we can do it like that, I would be entertained. Or at least just like more NXT things or people getting drafted to NXT. Anything. But as long as these brands are split, which they're not going to be fucking split, I have no issues, but they're not going to be split, so it doesn't really actually matter because they hate us, you know? It seems like this next thing happened so long ago, but it was, of course, after Thursday. Darby Allin got hit by a bus in New York City. Mind you, this man's already has a broken foot. He received on an episode of Dynamite, I think, in a match. Broke his foot, couldn't climb Everest. We were just like, oh man, that's God being like, you probably shouldn't do this. So then he's in New York, crossing the street. He like explained the whole thing in an interview or something, and he was crossing the street with his friend, and his friend wasn't paying attention, so God, sorry. Darby said, I'm going to push my friend out of the way, and got smacked with a mirror in the face, broke his nose, and then went to a Broadway show, because that's Darby Allin. Matt said they're going to say that because NXT drafting superstars just getting drafted, then people can move over there, no issue. Yeah. It's again, because they hate us, and we can't get definitive things. Can't get definitive brand splits. I still want Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis to fight each other at Survivor Series if we're gonna do like this brand warfare shit. I'm just saying. Also put the draft the Monday and Friday after WrestleMania. Just saying, guys. But yeah, Darby got hit by a bus and broke his nose. And then he still said he wants to climb Everest in 2025. No. Something in the universe is telling you don't do this. Darbert Allen, you probably shouldn't fucking do it. I'm just saying. That's just me. Wasn't drafting. Looked like just stuff that up. I understood what you were doing. It's all right. You're at work. You're doing your best. On NXT, speaking of NXT, since that's the main focus here, back, I think 3 months earlier than anyone expected, Wes Lee returned on NXT. He was looking to be out like 8 to 12 months for back, like his back. His back was fucked up. He had to, I don't know if he got surgery, but like a lot of physical therapy to get it fixed. And he was back in 5 months, which the fact that it's already been 5 months and Wesley has been gone helps you think, again, say it with me, kids, time's not real, you know? So Wesley is back, and of course, gunning for the title that he never lost. I'm putting it in quotes for those listening. He lost it, but, you know, circumstances. More NXT things. Scripps, we knew him as Reggie on the main roster, was also released. I swear I saw something the day that I saw he was released, something about his contract being up in May, but like the end of May. So I was just very confused by all of this happening. But how he expressed he was released was he posted a video and he was putting all of his WWE mementos, in a box. So like the 24/7 title, like the main things, specifically the 24/7 title and the OTM Out the Mud, which is the faction he was in NXT, the necklace, the chain, in a box. So he did say that like he'll be back on TV sooner rather than later, which I believe. Honestly, I think Scripps, Reggie, whatever you want to call him, would be great in like the X division on TNA. Hell, if you wanted to go to Mexico, CMLL, AAA, do what y'all gotta do. Nick Nemeth, Ziggles also won AAA gold, I think. But it was against Del Rio, and Del Rio's a piece of shit, so like, I know I didn't care about that much. I saw Del Rio's gonna be in the card. I was like, ew, that's gross. TC said his 30-day expires on the 31st, so technically, yes, the end of May. Okay, thank you. I knew I saw something about it. See, this is why TC's here. Thank you. And then, literally, not a lot of news and rumors, because anything like contract related, I am not talking about, because like people expected to sign with places. I'm not doing those until they show up. Alberto is Nick Nemeth's bitch in multiple companies. It's fire. Alberto is just a bitch. You could have just taken out Nick Nemeth and you could just said a bitch in multiple companies and in general. Just, what a horrible human being he is. The fact that he was like the star of that, ugh, I don't get it. Last thing for news and rumors is Powerhouse Hobbs obviously suffered an injury in the ring, I think last week. And if that was last week, it feels like months ago or weeks ago at this point. And it will require surgery. I didn't see what the actual injury was, but I saw that it required surgery. So I'm guessing it was like a knee, an ankle, something in that region. So like he's out. The injury bug the past few months has been awful in both companies. I mean, WWE, Rhea, and Seth are like your big ones that are out. And then AEW, Jamie Hayter's still out, Britt Baker, now Powerhouse Hobbs, Julia Hart, Scorpio Sky, I think, was out for a little bit for an injury and then came back. I don't know. I also think Scorpio might be the one to come back and help Swerve next week. I don't know why. It's the first thought I had. I don't know. But that's all news and rumors out the way. I can breathe. I can take a sip of my drink because I keep choking on absolutely nothing. And we're going to move on to today in women's wrestling history. Today, of course, being May 2nd. And I like just going to NXT for a lot of these. So NXT 2023. 3 women's matches. We had Jacy Jayne defeating Gigi Dolan. This was the prime of their feud back of this part last year. I still am just annoyed that they're not doing anything with Gigi. And Jacy's just being so aggressive to Porthia Hill for no reason. So that was that match. Then we had Danny Palmer, which, where the fuck has she been? I wish I had the soundboard. Defeated Tatum Paxley. This was before Tatum went, cuckoo bananas. And then we had some tag team action. Fire and Desire, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, who were the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions before Ronda Rousey ruined everything because she's a stupid bitch and wanted everything for herself and then complained about everything. And I hate Ronda. Side note, Alba and Isla defeated Kayden Carter and Katana Chance to retain their NXT women's titles, which I believe they won off of Team Ninja Sex Party, as they have been deemed many a time on this show and other shows. Now, since I'm alone, it's my wrestlers of the week. My tag team, which I swear to God, there was like only one tag match that happened this past week. If there were more, I clearly missed it and I didn't write it down. So I just picked the Awesome Truth. I know they defeated DIY and defended their tag titles. That's about all I got for you. All I have. But my women, I have two, because ladies, duh. Winner of the first NXT Underground match for the women, Lola Vice. Say his name and he appears. Hi, Tommy. And no, The Rack will not be showing up on this show. I promise you that. Lola Vice defeated Natalya in that match due to a lot of shenanigans by Shayna Baszler, but I'm not mad at it because Shayna is a badass and deserves to be showcased as a badass. I mean, everyone besides Natalya had prior experience in a cage, octagon, something like that. Shout out to Natty having the match of the week. Wow. It was a damn good match, I will say that. Tommy was talking about Joe Hendry. I don't watch TNA, and I just keep seeing Joe Hendry shit all over my timeline. I don't understand. I don't. And then Matt said impossible. I don't know if he's talking about CC's comment or me. What is that? Oh, it's boat. Oh, the boat. Okay, that makes more sense. Those fucking emojis are so hard to read on the screen for me. I don't know why. But I'm giving it to the winner of that match, Lola. And I'm also going to give it to Willow. Defended her TBS title on Rampage, which my recording decided to cut off. Because why the fuck not? Also because Dynamite bled into Rampage in 10 minutes, but that's fine. But Willow defeated Sky Blue in a Manitoba Massacre match, which is basically just another fancy word for a street fight. And from the little bit that I saw in the clips that I saw on Twitter, they fucking destroyed each other. There was barbed wire on tables, just crazy shit. And I love the fact that Willow, I think, has been a part of almost every single street fight. Or, not Lights Out, because that was Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. But, every single, street fight, Willow has been a part of in some way, shape, or form. And I love that for her. And I still think Chris Statlander is going to turn on her. If she costs her the title at Double or Nothing, I'm going to be pissed, because Willow should not be a transitional champion. I said what I said. Oh, he's talking about the Rack. Yeah, that's kind of impossible for him to show up. I agree. Tommy believes in Matt Ritter. Don't we all? What a guy. What a guy. And my mans, I have one big meaty man slap meat retaining his NXT North American title, Obafemi. Because, good lord, he's terrifying. In a good way. And just, that match was awesome with him and Ivar. I like when he can go against bigger men like that. Getting to see him versus Briggs versus Dijak live was so cool. I also don't know why I have this on. I don't need to hear anything. But, the big men doing big men things. Fuck yes. Obafemi needs to be champion forever. Like I said, Wesley came back, but, Wesley doesn't need the title. Josh Briggs doesn't need the title. Ivar doesn't need the title. This is Obafemi's title. He's going to hold it for a while. And now Dijak's on Raw, so, it doesn't stop anybody. Never mind. I was going to say, Dijak can't go after it again. Yes, the fuck he can, because there's no brand splits, because brand splits aren't real. Whew. Now that I'm going to just take a second here. The question of the week, I legitimately had no idea what I wanted to do. I was kind of happy I was alone, so I didn't have to, really think about a question. Because if Reek would have showed up, I would have had to think of, a good question. And if Savannah was here, I'd think of a good question. And since it's just me, it's just a simple question. Thank God. Because I've been stressed. So, like, this was the last thing I wanted to do was a question of the week. But at the end of this month, May 25th to be exact, Saudi Arabia, King and Queen of the Ring. I know Backlash is on Saturday, but, like, nothing big is probably going to happen at Backlash. It's going to be the same stuff. Probably new women's tag champions in Bianca and Jade. I almost called her Jada. Wrong person. Jade Cargill. And just, so I think that's, like, the only thing that's, like, really going to be crazy that happens on Backlash. So I'm looking ahead to King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring, the tournaments. I think, and I think we can all agree here, the King of the Ring should be, if it's not this man, Gunther, Big Goon, if you will, I think it should be Chad Gable. Chad Gable's on a tear, I'm just saying. I think Chad Gable would be a great king. A heel king is needed, because Xavier Woods did his damnedest with that. He made it his whole personality. It's the one thing he wanted to do, besides winning a singles title, which give fucking Xavier Woods a singles title. I'm sick of this. Thank you. And Gunther is going to, if Gunther wins, he said he's going to take his King of the Ring win and decide what champion he wants to go after, insinuating that is the thing now with the winners of the King and the Queen of the Ring, which it should be. Like, you should be able to take on a champion at the next big pay-per-view, i.e., that in this case would be SummerSlam. I'm just saying, Gunther versus, what show was he on? Raw, right? Imperium, yes. Gunther versus Damian Priest, I wouldn't be mad at it. If you want to pull some shenanigans and do a little trade, and we get Cody and Gunther, I would also be okay with this. I would be okay with this. For the Queen of the Ring, this was kind of hard because I don't know necessarily who you could put this on. I know, like, who I want to win Money in the Bank, which is Tiffany. It's Tiffy time. Like, she would be amazing as a Miss Money in the Bank, and she's that type of heel, so, like, it would work in her favor. And plus, it would be like a cute little Barbie briefcase. Come on, let's go. So I think Tiff is Money in the Bank for sure. So Queen of the Ring, I was like, I don't know. Could possibly be Lyra. She just moved up to the main roster. Maybe. Just to kind of give her bearings. I wouldn't be mad at it. And then it would be her versus Becky, which we have seen that match. And Lyra won last time. I'm just saying. So possibly a Lyra. A Shayna would be fucking cool. To give Shayna her fucking flowers that she rightfully deserves. Give her, like, and just let her go. Again, just let her be that dominant presence that she was in NXT. And, like, and in the Elimination Chamber when she defeated every woman by herself. You know what I mean? It's just do something good with her, please. But I really couldn't think of who could be the Queen of the Ring. Because, like, Zelina was Queen of the Ring and she killed it. First ever Queen of the Ring, Zelina did amazing. We love Zelina Vega. We love that. And, like, the different voices she was doing, it was like Nicki Minaj with, like, the Roman and the Barbie voice and everything like that. It was very similar to that with the voice and everything. So I think Lyra or Shayna. Those are my guesses. Will I be right? We'll find out in a month. So, this might actually be the shortest episode of She Elite Showcase. I'll have to time it once I cut the freaking pre-show out. But this might be the shortest one. So, thanks for being here for the shortest episode of She Elite Showcase. And it's hot, and I can just go relax now and get this uploaded, and it will take 3 hours. It'll be great. So again, thanks, everyone. Whether if you watched this very short episode on Twitch, twitch.tv/She-Lead Showcase. You can watch it live. Thank you. Thanks for being here. You watched it on youtube.com/She-Lead Showcase. You subscribed. You liked. You commented. You commented who you think would win King and who you think should win King and Queen of the Ring. Thank you. I appreciate it. Patreon.com/She-Lead Showcase. I talked about it in the beginning. You want to see stuff that's not wrestling related. I get it. We talk about wrestling a lot on this damn channel. You can see stuff that's not wrestling related, like true crime. Kinsey's true crime. Kinsey's Crime Time, to be exact. Can't remember the name of my own damn show. First episode is out now, so if you pay the $3, you will get that and everything we have put out. I have put out on the Patreon, and more will be coming very soon now that I have a little bit more time on my hands. And SheLeadShowcase.com. Get merch. I said it in the beginning. I don't care if you don't wear it. If you just want to support me and my podcast and what I'm doing, I would greatly appreciate it. Pro Wrestling Pro Choice shirts. Those are on there. The logo tees. Sultan of Step on Me. That's a thing that I was called once or twice. That's on there. If you want other stuff on there, I can put it up there. I can try to. I'm not that artistic, but I can do my best. Okay, I'm done ranting. Thanks for being here, Tommy, Matt, TC. Appreciate y'all for being here and watching. Next week should be a normal show. Me and Savannah, she will have been graduated at this time. So, thank you guys again for watching, hanging out. Until then, bye-bye.